What's up, y'all? These are my picks and predictions for UFC Fight Night. Brown versus Bonfim. Starting off, we got Jackson McVey going against Robert Valentine. I think this shit got added like fucking 2 days ago. I swear this is not on the card. Any other time I looked it up, but I'm glad they're keeping my boy Robert around. He lost the Ultimate Fighter, but he's a very fun fighter. Had a lot of good knockouts on that show. And got fucking cooked by Bruno Ferreira, but Bruno Ferreira's pretty good, so. Or no, that's the other guy. He got cooked by Cavalcanti, looked awful. And then he lost to someone else. Who the fuck did he lose to? He had 2 fights in the UFC, neither of which, oh yeah, fucking Torres Finney, bro, just got out-grappled. McVey, I thought he was cheeks when he was stepping in against Dumas, but honestly, against Ferreira, he didn't look that bad. Like, he had some okay moments in the grappling. He was low-key bumping that jab, like, doing it right on the feet. So I think this is going to be a pretty close fight. I want to go Valentine because I've seen him cold people. Like, I've seen him be just violent as fuck. And I feel like he'd kind of run through a guy like McVey, who's not like the strongest, most powerful dude, more of a jiu-jitsu guy. But, like, in his last 2 fucking fights, we have not gotten the same Robert Valentine that I saw on Tough. Like, the dude just, I don't know, he looks uncomfortable out there and he just makes bad decisions. You know, he just looks like he's like nervous or something. I do kind of want to lean him though, because I feel like on the feet he's gonna have a big advantage against McVey. McVey's probably gonna have the reach advantage, but I think Valentine's gonna have the power advantage, the like diversiveness of strike advantage. You know, he's not just throwing boxing combos and kicks, like he's throwing elbows, all kinds of crazy shit. And I think it'll be a make or break moment for my boy Valentine. Like, alright bro, this is probably the last fight on your contract. Reasonable competition, like, it's make or break, bro. You gotta get this guy out of here or you're cooked. And I don't know, he just seems like the kind of guy to rise to the occasion, so I'll go Valentine by round 2 knockout, but would not be surprised if McVey got like a guillotine submission. Next up, Miles Johns going against Daniel Marcos. I kind of love this fight. Originally Marcos was supposed to fight Felipe Lima, and I forgot who Miles Johns was supposed to fight, but this is like, I don't know. If you know Miles Johns, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. He fights the same fight every time. Like, every time I see him in the octagon, it's the exact same fight, especially when he's winning. He's just like pressuring the dude, landing a couple shots, shooting a couple takedowns, but not really doing anything significant and just winning a decision. And Marcos does the exact same shit. He's just more technical on the feet and less of a grappler. But he does the same shit where he just lands a couple strikes. You know, looks good. He's like defensively sound, doesn't get hit, but just like jabs, calf kicks, fucking moves around. So I feel like these guys are the same archetype of fighter, just with different styles. So I'm curious how it plays out. I'm leaning Marcos for sure. I think, you know, Miles is a tricky guy for like some of the lower level bantamweights, but I feel like Marcos has proved himself. Oh, I just dropped my ring. Hey, while I'm down here, let's do some leaf noises, shall we? Marcos, dude. I think he's just a better striker, more clean. Has good takedown defense. He's pretty well rounded. Johns is going to be a lot shorter. I think he has the smaller reach. And yeah, I think Marcos has proved himself at a close fight with Davy Crane that he low-key lost. Had a close fight with Montel Jackson. Like, I think he's definitely a level above Miles Johns. Okay, similar reach actually, but yeah, I'll go Marcos by decision. Next up, Denise Gomes going against Tisha Pennington or Tisha Torres. Oh my god, the fuck was that? Okay, I'm kind of leaning fucking Tisha Pennington, bro. Denise Gomes is like a little bit of a marauder. Yeah, fucked up Yasmin Uregui. Knocked out Bruna Brazil. Lost to Angela Hill. I mean, she's definitely not bad. She's aggressive, she's short, she's got the neck tat. She's got the butch fucking haircut. But goddamn, Tisha Pennington's good, dude. Every time I see her, she's fucking yoked. You know? Strong lady. Looks decent on the feet, has solid grappling. Like, I feel like she's very well rounded and consistently, like a kind of a gatekeeper level, like consistently ranked in the women's divisions, but you know, can't beat the top 5 girls or some of the top 10 girls. But I do think she'd beat Denise Gomes. You know, she's a very consistent fighter. She does have a lot of close decisions, which she could lose. But I'm leaning Tisha Pennington. I think she's just a little bit sharper than Gomes. I'll go Pennington 29-28 split decision. Next up, Josh Hokett going against Maxi Himenez. So this guy came off the Contender Series. If you don't know, he's a heavyweight. He's like pretty much solely a wrestler. He's a good wrestler. And he fucking gets on the mic after his Contender Series win. I think he got like a submission or a TKO or something, ground and pound. Got some Brazilian guy, and he was fucking going full Colby Covington. He was saying like, man, I'm coming after everyone. I'm coming after the rapists, the pedophiles. Fuck it, we'll throw the trannies in there too. Like, oh my god, bro. Okay, I don't know if those are all at the same level, you know. But he's just trying to rage bait, get some attention. Which, I mean, fuck it, dude. There ain't nothing else at heavyweight, and he was honest in his assessment of the division. He was like, man, all these heavyweights suck. They're all fat and slow. And he's not wrong. That being said, I don't think another Thomas Peterson is the fucking answer to the heavyweight division, you know? We need an Alex Breyer at heavyweight. Like a Tom Aspinall. Not another Thomas Peterson, buddy. But yeah, I mean, I'll do you saying the N-word too on fucking Instagram. You like deleted a post of him talking about his opponent, saying some racist shit, but I don't know. He's fighting this fucking jiu-jitsu guy, Max Himenez. I've definitely seen him grapple before. The UFC has like 0 stats on him, no profile picture, but they say that he's 42 years old, which is not strong. He's been fighting Shogun fights. And yeah, dude, it's hard to trust a jiu-jitsu guy at this point, especially at heavyweight. Like, he does look fucking big as shit. You know, Kit is a very good grappler. Not great on the feet, but good, you know, wrestling, dominance, control. I don't know, after Buchecha's fight against Martin Boudet, who they cut, going 7-1 in the UFC, fucking crazy. I just can't trust these jiu-jitsu guys, bro. These heavyweight jiu-jitsu dudes, it's like, you would think they'd have success, but God, bro, it's not working out for these dudes, so I'm gonna go Hulk it. Bye, I'll go like 3rd round, ground and pound, TKO. Himenez could always get the sub, he's a good jiu-jitsu guy, but it's 2025, bro, like, if you're a wrestler, you got decent jiu-jitsu defense, you know how to fucking float your hips and not get triangled, like, you're probably gonna win the fight, so I'll go Hulkin by 3rd round TKO. Next up, Mario Bueno Silva going against Jacqueline Cavalcanti. This is another fight that I feel like was not on this card until very recently. Cavalcanti, she's one of those women's fighters who I feel like fights every single time there's like a Like, she's one of those names that's like, oh yeah, I've heard of her before, I've definitely seen her fight, but I cannot remember a single one of her fights. Beat Josie and Nunes, that's an okay win. Nora Ganol, I think that's a decent win. Julia Alvia, she's another one where it's like I've definitely seen her fight, but I don't know who the fuck she's fought. Buena Silva's low-key been kind of getting cooked though. She's on a bit of a downfall. I think I put a bet on her against some fucking chick, dude, at 125. This Jasmine just vicious. Lost to Macy Chazon or Kel Pennington. Yeah, Jasmine just vicious. Oh, hello, puppy.
So dude. Oh.
I'll go Cavalcanti. I don't know. Honestly, I don't have shit to say about this fight, bro. I'm go Cavalcanti. Buena Silva. She fucked up my bet, dude. I thought she was gonna beat Sid Vicious. She looked terrible. Was like trying to play guard and stuff. Like, fuck out of here. I'm going Cavalcanti. Round 1. Fucking tomahawk elbow. There's a little dog, little puppy. Fucking running around. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Next up, we got Adrian Yiannis going against Christian Yiannis. The UFC is just trying to farm fucking Adrian Yiannis highlights. I don't know what they're doing with this matchup. Like, he lost to Daniel Marcos, which was a super close fight. And then before that, knocked some schmuck out, Benicio Salvador. It was like a flyweight. And he lost to Adrian Yiannis. Rob Font. Jonathan Martinez. But like, they just keep giving him fucking bots, bro. Like, Christian Quiñones. Let's look at his record, dude. According to the UFC, he has 1 fight. I'm pretty sure he has more than that, but got submitted by Barcelos. And he's one of those, like, Luis Smolka type of guys, that are, like, kind of decent strikers, but have 0 grappling. And are, like, wide as fucking, like, Lucas Almeida, just, like, open as fuck on the feet, but can find a knockout against someone who's, like, gonna succumb to the pressure. But I think Yiannis is gonna, smoke this motherfucker. Round 1 KO. Yeah, the UFC's just farming Adrian Yiannis highlights. I don't know why they love this guy so much. I'm trying to see him versus Talbot. That's a fucking banger matchup, but they're just feeding him cans. Trying to build the highlight reel for Yiannis, but I'm excited to see him back in there. He's one of my favorite fighters. Like, his boxing style is so fucking fun to watch, dude. And the way he throws his right hand and his body shots, like, oh, he's got beautiful boxing. So can't wait for the Adrian Yiannis clip farm on this card. Next up, a featured prelim Himenez going against Jamal Emmers. Another fight that I feel like was not on this card 2 weeks ago, but a banger nonetheless. I really like this matchup stylistically. Jamal Emmers is pretty fun. He's got a sharp right hand, long reach, likes his 1-2s, and he's good, bro. He's a legitimate, like, just out of the top 15 kind of fighter. He is kind of hit or miss. I know he got finished recently by Landwehr, I think. Yeah, Nate Landwehr. Which is not a great loss to have, but yeah, he's pretty good, pretty sharp. And Himenez is the blockhead. He's the king blockhead, in my opinion. Like, there are tons of blockheads in the UFC, don't get me wrong. But if there's one blockhead to rule them all, it's Himenez. Like, this guy, just look at him. If you haven't seen him fight, or you haven't seen a picture of him, just look him up, bro. His head is like twice the size of every other body part he has. And he fights like an absolute marauder. He just fucking goes forward, throws like 200-piece combinations, and just kind of gets cracked, but walks right through it. That being said, did get kneed up the middle against Jose Delgado, but it's not a bad loss. I think Delgado's really fucking good, so I am leaning him. I am worried, he did get knocked out not too long ago, Emmers could snipe him with that right hand on the back foot. Could definitely see that playing out, but Emmers doesn't have the greatest chin himself. And Snyder's not like a one-punch knockout kind of guy, but he's got that volume. And especially in the apex, that needs to be mentioned. We're in the fucking apex, the small octagon, like, that shit is made for either meal. That's like a superpower, it's like a buff. Fucking, like a perk in Call of Duty, dude. The small octagon is made for either meal, so I'm gonna go either meal. I'll go like round 2 knockout, TKO. But yeah, I think this is gonna be fight of the night. I think it's gonna be a banger. I could see him getting slept, but I don't know. I feel like Emmers is the kind of guy where he's like strong in the first couple rounds, but after you put a base on him, he's gonna kind of fall off a little bit, and Hyder just goes. So yeah, I'll go Hyder meal by decision, and he beat Gomes. I thought he low-key lost that fight, but like that's a good fucking win. So next up, I don't know why this isn't the main, maybe not the main event, but the co-main. Marco Dulio going against Christian Leroy Duncan. Bro, are you kidding me? Like, if this fight was opening up a main card of the pay-per-view, I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad. This is a banger, dude. It might not play out like that. Like, who knows? CDR's been a little bit more reserved with this game. Less flying shit, less crazy strikes and stuff. But this is a fun fucking fight. Like, Dulio got a lot of hype. Had a great fight against Trayshawn Gore. Dropped him like 12 times. Dude's fun as fuck. Who else did he beat recently? That was just Trayshawn Gore. That's crazy. Oh yeah, and Eeyore Padilla, who kind of sucks. I mean, I think he is a decent-sized favorite. It is kind of crazy because CDR's tested, you know, he's lost a couple times, but I think he's proved himself at middleweight, knocked out Eric Anders. That's not easy to do. Beat Andre Bully, yeah, that was a boring fucking fight. Lost to Gregor Rodriguez, knocked out Roberto. Like this, knocked out Dulio and lost to Arnold Petrosi. Like, he's only losing to good guys. I think this is going to be a very even, close matchup. And I just hope they strike, bro, because, like, Dulio is a dog on the feet. He's technical, he's powerful, he sets shit up. And CDR is kind of a wild, fucking eerie type guy. Again, like, lately he's been kind of slowing it down, but typically, dude's throwing a lot of spinning shit, and, you know, he's a good striker, so it's gonna be a banger. As far as my pick, I honestly don't know. Like I said, I feel like this is a pick I could see CDR doing enough. I feel like it's just gonna be very back and forth. Like, one guy knocks the other guy down, then Dulio fucking knocks down CDR. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a very back and forth kind of matchup and a very close one. So I think I'm gonna lean Dulio just because he's kind of sharper and more consistent. But he really has not been tested as much as CDR has. But everything I've seen from him, and he beat Yusri Belgari, the guy who beat Asmat Persicano, not Asmat, fuck, what's his name? The dude on Twitter, who was supposed to fight Doris Finney, the Russian, I think he's a Russian guy. I don't know. The tall fucking dude who was training partners to Alex Pereira. He beat that guy in the Contender Series, and he kind of like dominated him. It was a great fight, so I'll go Dulio by split decision. Next up, Ricky Simone going against Howdy Barcelos. Another solid fight. I am a Ricky Simone enjoyer, for sure. I've always been rooting for my boy. He's got that mean right hand. He's got that nasty double leg. And that's about it, to be honest, but like, that's enough for him in most fights. This is a tough test. Barcelos has been making a lot of improvements. Really good wrestler. Solid jiu-jitsu. I feel like he's not going to be able to take down Ricky Simone. Ricky Simone's such a little meatball, bro. Such a fucking ball of muscle, like explosive as shit. I feel like it's going to be hard to take him down. So I think this will probably play out on the feet. And Barcelos, he used to be a striker. Like, I swear he's like an Jose Aljo clone. Loved his left hooks, his low kicks. Left hooks to the body. So I feel like he'll have the volume advantage on the feet. But Simone's definitely going to have the power advantage. That being said, it's like Simone's striking is so... It's powerful. It works at times, especially when he mixes in the grappling, but it's just so like one-dimensional. Like he really just relies on that right hand. Doesn't throw a lot of kicks, mostly just boxes. And I don't see him being able to take down and really control Barcelos. So I think this will be a striking match. And I do kind of lean Howney. But I don't know, Ricky Simone's back, bro. He fucking knocked out Basharat. Cold, nasty as fuck. I think he's gonna have a lot of confidence going into this fight, which to me, Ricky Simone seems like the kind of guy who's like, once he's got momentum and he's on a roll, he's a lot better of a fighter than when he's kind of doubting himself. I could be making that up, but I don't know, I just get that vibe from him. I'll go Simone by decision. Another close fight, another 29-28. Split decision. Or maybe unanimous for Ricky Simone just having the bigger moments, maybe getting out volumed, but landing a good shot here and there that kind of puts Howney on his toes a little bit. So yeah, we'll go Ricky Simone by decision. Next up, Chris Padilla going against Jose, or not Jose, Ishmael. Bonfim. Oui, Bonfim. I like Bonfim, dude. He's pretty fucking good, and so is Chris Padilla. I used to think Chris Padilla was like a bot, and then he fought Rongju, and he was kind of losing, and then landed a beautiful elbow, fucked up his eyeball. And yeah, ever since that fight, I'm like, okay, this guy's actually pretty good. I think he fought, Jai Herbert. Pretty boring fight, but he did win that one, which is, a good win. Jai Herbert's a tricky guy. I don't know if that sounds good at all. I'm trying my best. Yeah, Bonfim's sharp. I thought he was looking pretty good against Salakov before he got question mark kicked. His eye blew up. And I believe his only loss besides that was against Benoit to me. Absolutely dominate him, but still, like, that's not a bad loss. I thought he looked sharp, he looked fast, powerful against Salakov. Yeah, I'm a fan of this guy. Well-rounded, good grappling. I'd say primarily a striker. He's not the biggest 155er. Chris Padilla is pretty huge. Kind of low volume, but like a tricky customer on the feet, He's one of these guys that won't throw a lot, but will throw like weird shit and has surprisingly good timing, like that elbow I mentioned. Like he's pretty creative with his striking. He's good at moving on the back foot, not getting hit, pretty defensively sound. But he's not like a power puncher or anything. He's just kind of like John Jones in a way, like definitely not the level of John Jones or the diversity of strikes of John Jones, but that kind of style where he's just like setting up some weird strike that he lands that like changes the fight. That being said, I think Ishmael's gonna put the pressure on this guy. I think if he can really put the pace on him, use good footwork, which I don't know that he really has, but use his boxing, his volume, his power to kind kind of trap Padilla in the corner and tee off on him. I feel like Ishmael will get it done. I do think he's a sharp fighter. This is going to be another close fight. Dude, this card is low-key kind of good. A lot of competitive matchups, which I love. I hate when there's like an obvious underdog. Yeah, I could see it going either way. I could see fucking Padilla dancing around, landing a couple good shots, or catching Bonfim with like a good elbow or knee up the middle. But I'm gonna go Bonfim, man. I was impressed with him. Thought he looked fast, thought he looked sharp, and I think he'll do enough to get it done. I think Padilla's gonna be hard to put away though, so I'll go again. Another decision, but a pretty fun fight. Next up, Muslim Salakov going against Medage. Poor Salakov didn't get the Wonder Boy Thompson call out. I think that would have been kind of a fun fight. I love this guy, dude. Just throws a random fucking spinning wheel kick to the body, spinning head kick. He's got like a I think there's some like Chinese martial art that he does, like Sanda. I think it's called Sanda. He's 42 years old. He looks about 74. And he's got sharp boxing and just like these insane fucking kicks that he spams a lot, but makes it work, you know. He doesn't just like throw him to throw him. He actually fucking tries to land him. Medage is kind of like a hit or miss type of guy. Sometimes he shows up, looks like a fucking world-class striker. Other times he gets out-grappled or just doesn't look super strong. It's kind of like gets hit a good amount. I think he's been knocked out a couple times. So, and he was a lightweight for a while. I do think he's better at welterweight. He's a pretty tall, pretty lanky guy. I think he fills out pretty well for the division. I don't, dude. This is another one, bro. The matchmaker's kind of cooked on this card. Like the fucking. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I thought this card was cheeks, but I'm rocking with a lot of these matchups. They're all like such close, interesting kind of fights, you know, that I could see going a lot of ways. I think one of these guys is getting slept. This fight has fucking violence written all over it. And honestly, I could see either of them getting slept. Salakov's been knocked out a couple times himself. I think Uros will have the boxing advantage for sure. I don't think either of these guys will really try to grapple. It was Salakov gotten knocked out by Randy Brown. I remember that. Randy Brown's a tricky customer though. Lost to Dolby, it's not a bad loss. He fucking knocked out Andre Fial, lost to Li Jiang. The Leech. Beat fucking Alesi Dos Santos. You know what I'm talking about. The guy that fucked up BSD. I'm going Salakov, fuck it. I don't care how old he is, this guy never ages. It's like, yeah, he's 42, but he's been 42 fucking 30 years ago. You know, he's got 30 years of experience at 42 years of age. 30 years of experience of being 42, that is. I'm going Salakov. He fucked up Carlos Leal. Like, that's a great win, dude. Leal was on a run. He looked like an actual marauder. And fucking Salakov just popped him with a right hand. I think it was like an overhand right. Beautiful. Beautiful shot. Quick as hell. I'm on the Salakov hype train, dude. I'm riding it. No homo. Yeah, I'm gonna go Muslim Salakov round 2 DKO. Medage is just too chinny. Like, yeah, he could definitely catch Salakov being like a long, lanky kind of guy, but the dude's been chinned too many times, and you know I'm high on Salakov, so I'm going Salakov round 2 KO. co-main event of the evening. And before I get into this fight, let me just fucking rant about the positioning of this fight in the card. All those fights I mentioned, Marco Dulio, CDR, Salakov, Medage, Padilla, Bonfim, Ricky Simone, Howdy Barcelos, none of those were good enough to make the co-main event. But Matt Schnell and fucking Joseph Morales gets the co-main slot. Like, when I first looked at this card, I saw this co-main, I was like, oh, this card sucks. Like, goddamn, Matt Schnell, co-main event, Randy Brown main event, what the fuck? And then I looked at the rest of the card, and I was like, wait a second, like, this shit's kind of stacked. No clue what the fuck the UFC's doing with this placement. Actually, I know exactly what they're doing. They're trying to see some fucking violence. And yeah, this fight's probably gonna end in knockout. Probably Matt Schnell getting brutally schlepped for the fucking 14th time in a row. Because Joseph Morales is pretty good. Was on the Ultimate Fighter. Looked like one of the top guys for sure. But what really did it for me was the Alibi fight. I thought Alibi was gonna smoke this guy. Maybe not smoke him, but be dominant. Morales looked phenomenal. Out-grappled him, outstruck him, and then submitted him with a fucking triangle, dude. Like, who's getting triangles in the big 2025? Very, very impressive performance, so I'm pretty high on this guy. Sharp boxing. Like, good everywhere. Great jiu-jitsu. Very well-rounded kind of guy. Just got back in the UFC. He's gotta have a fire under his ass. And Matt Schnell retired. He literally said, I'm done. He laid the gloves in the octagon. I don't know what the fuck he's doing back. I'm hoping he's getting a bag for this, because goddamn, bro. Like, your brain is not very happy, dude. You just got knocked out like 5 times in a row. And he's coming back against a dangerous dude. Like, I got Morales round 1 KO. I'm sorry, bro. Schnell's got decent jiu-jitsu. And he's got that good little fucking technical head movement. That O'Malley kind of like head movement. That's just super ineffective, and he always gets caught. I'm going on Schmetz, dude. I can't go anything but fucking Morales by round 1 KO. Like, what the fuck is Matt Schnell doing? Why is my boy back, bro? Is rent really that high, dog? Like, I just hope he's getting paid. But again, weird placement. Yeah, it'll be a brutal fight most likely, but how is this the co-main? And next up, we got the main event. Main event of the evening. Randy Brown going against Ishmael Bonfim. Fuck! Main event! Main fucking event! Randy Brown! Gabriel Bonfim. What the fuck is this shit, dude? We've had some women's main events that have not been strong, don't get me wrong, but at least they're like usually top 10 fighters. What the fuck? This is a goddamn prelim. This is like an opener of the prelims. What the fuck is this doing as the main event? I'd rather have Dulio CDR as the main event, dude. Like, I'd be more excited for that. For 5 rounds. I don't give a fuck about this fight. Randy Brown's pretty good. He's sharp. He's got good boxing. Tricky guy on the feet. And decent jiu-jitsu. Bonfim, primarily a grappler. He used to be super aggressive, and then Dalby kind of exposed his ass. Robbed my boy, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, so we will be rooting for Randy Brown to sleep this guy with a clean 1-2 down the middle. But yeah, looked kind of shit against Wonderboy. Didn't do fucking have success, so just held him there. Literally did nothing, and somehow won the fight.
Randy Brown's been looking good, dude. He's a guy that's like always been impressive, but then he's just kind of always lost to the top guys like JDM. But every time he fights, it's like, damn, this guy's a problem to fight. Like, he could be so fucking tricky. Knocked out Dalby, that was an insane fight. Fucking, I think he like wobbled Dalby. Dalby put him down, and then he slept Dalby after. That's a great win. Like, Dalby's really fucking good, in my opinion. So, yeah, able to put him out. I thought he low-key beat Brian Battle. It was a boring-ass fight. Battle just fucking cage clinched, you know. Did what he had to do. Beat Alessi Zaleski dos Santos, good win. Knocked out Muslim Salakov, another good win. This dude's been in the UFC since fucking 2016.
That's a pretty fucking long time, bro. Almost 10 years. And he's not even that old, right? No, we can't see. But, yeah, like his last loss, besides Battle, was Della Maddalena. Beat Galen Williams. Like, dude, he's... I wonder what his record is in the UFC. Because, like, I'm scrolling through his fights, and they're, like, all wins besides Luke A and JDM and Brian Battle, so...
I'm going to be rooting for Randy Brown, that's for sure. Bonfim, you know, he's an aggressive grappler. He's not a bad jiu-jitsu guy. Like, on the feet, doesn't really have a lot. I do see Randy Brown piecing him up, but I am worried that Randy Brown's going to think too much about the takedown and not, like, flow on the feet like he usually does. I'm hoping he's been working on his knees, his uppercuts down the middle, because if he tries to throw that 1-2 and Bonfim fucking slips it and does the figgy 1-2 slip into the double leg takedown, could see him getting under and into the hips of Randy Brown. He's going to be a hard guy to take down. I mean, those long motherfuckers are, like, very tricky to... Once you got him down, I feel like you can keep him there, but if they're against the cage defending your wrestling, like, you ain't getting him down, little bro. It's close, bro, because I feel like Brown really hasn't faced that many great jiu-jitsu guys, like grappler, heavy dudes. Definitely think a lot of the advantage on the feet, but again, I really could see Bonfim just like slipping his cross and fucking shooting in on a takedown, getting the sub. The fuck? Is that a leaf? Getting the sub. I really don't know. I think it's like another fucking very competitive fight where I could see Bonfim again slipping that 1-2, getting to his back, getting the rear naked choke, or maybe just riding his back, no homo, for 5 rounds. Dude, I honestly don't know.
I'll go fucking Randy Brown, dude. Fuck it.
I'm going Randy Brown. I'm going Randy Brown. Round 3, TKO. I honestly have zero confidence in that pick, but
that's what we're gonna go with. Because I fucking hate Bonfim. Because he robbed my boy Steve Wonderboy Thompson. He made that a boring ass fight. Fuck this guy, dude.
And I'm invoking MMA math. Fuck this, dude. I'm invoking some MMA math. Dalby cooked the fuck up against Bonfim, weathered the storm, and then put that butter on him, put the fucking pace on him, put the volume on his ass, and took him out of there. And Brown fucking slept Dalby, bro. They had a war, and he just fucking banked him. So I'm using MMA math. Randy Brown's been in the UFC 10 years. He's been winning a large majority of his fights. He is like 35, and he's not 6'2". It says that he's fucking 6'2". Bonfim at 6'1", like, I don't believe that at all. 78-inch reach. I'm going Randy Brown. Fuck it. Round 3 TKO. Yeah, those are the picks. This is a good fucking card, dude. I was fooled. I was bamboozled. Tricked, some would say.
By this fucking main event, this dog water, absolute shit, boo-boo, doo-doo, caca fucking main event.
But the rest of the card is kind of good. Like, give it a good main event, and like move CDL Dulio to the co-main, and you've got a good fight night, you know? You've got like a fucking Ohio fight night or some shit, like an Arkansas fight. Like, these are good fights, bro. And I think a lot of them are gonna be fun as fuck, dude. Hyder Emil, Jamal Emmers, like Adrian Yiannis on the card. Robert Valentine, Daniel Marcos. He's not always the most exciting, but he's a good fighter. He's sharp. Marco Tulio, CDR, Ricky Simone. Like, this is way better than last week's card, in my opinion. I think the main event was definitely better than last week's, but as far as the card overall, this is a sneaky good card, bro. I'm kind of, like, excited for this. I don't know. It's just the main event, man. Like, God, there's 600 fighters on the roster. You can find 2, like, ranked guys. Had to pull this fight from fucking Brazil to get in the Apex. Like, ugh. But I'm excited. I think it'll be a fun card. Had me fucking bamboozled as fuck. But yeah, let me know what you're thinking about this card. Let me know if you're even gonna watch it, or if you're just gonna enjoy your Saturday. And yeah, have a great night.